Every time you make a call or send a text, the signal traveling to and from your phone follows a very specific set of mathematical equations. Those exact same equations dictate how military and aviation radar systems track objects across the sky. They even govern the magnetic resonance imaging inside modern hospitals, allowing doctors to look inside the human body. We rely on these numbers completely, but their origin is bizarre. They were written by a 19th century Scottish physicist named James Clerk Maxwell, and he derived them by imagining an absurd, literal machine filling all of empty space. To make his math work, Maxwell pictured the universe as a plumber's nightmare. He envisioned a dense lattice of spinning cells, kept turning in the exact same direction by rows of tiny idle wheels wedged between them. Maxwell knew this contraption was entirely fictional. He admitted it was absurd, and the scientific community abandoned the physical idea a century and a half ago. Yet the mathematical equations that machine delivered have never once needed correcting. How does a fictional mechanical gear system successfully produce a completely accurate, unchanging truth about the physical universe? Boris Krieger is a Canadian systems theorist. He studies complex systems and phase transitions, how materials physically change from one state to another, and he uses that background as a diagnostic tool to analyze how theoretical physics gets made. Krieger argues that every scientific theory contains two distinct parts. The first part is the declared elements. These are the fictions, the scaffolding, and the assumptions a scientist invents to make their idea work on paper. The second part consists of the measured elements. These are the hard, unbribable numbers pulled directly from nature through observation and physical experiments. The danger is that when a scientific paper is published, the declared assumptions and the measured reality are printed in the exact same font. They look equally solid, making them almost impossible to tell apart. Krieger warns that modern theoretical physics has lost the ability to separate the two. Physicists mistake the temporary ladder used to reach the roof for the roof itself. We can see how this works by looking at Maxwell's success. To prove his theoretical machine actually described reality, he needed a number to test it against. He needed a way to calculate the speed at which a wave would travel through his fictional gears. At the exact same time, two German physicists were conducting a completely independent laboratory experiment. They were measuring a basic ratio between electrical charges, with zero intention of studying light or waves. This data comparison shows what they found. The German electrical ratio came out to approximately 310 million meters per second. That aligned almost perfectly with completely independent optical measurements of the speed of light, which sat at about 314 million meters per second. Under Krieger's framework, this coincidence is everything. This number was unbribable. It arrived from outside Maxwell's theory, meaning he couldn't adjust or fake it to fit his spinning wheels. Because Maxwell anchored his declared theory to a hard, unbribable measurement, his equations achieved a true unification of electricity and light. The fictional gears had done their job, and they could be safely deleted. Now, look at the last 50 years. Modern physics has been consumed by the search for a theory of everything, a single elegant equation that folds the four fundamental interactions of nature together. If we apply Krieger's audit to these modern grand unified theories, we have to look past the beautiful math and ask, where is the unbribable measurement? To prove these modern theories true, physicists needed a specific physical event to occur. They predicted that protons, the basic building blocks of matter, must eventually decay and fall apart. The scientific community has gone to extreme lengths to measure this decay. They have built massive underground tanks, filled them with thousands of tons of purified water, lined them with light sensors, and waited for decades. After half a century of waiting, there has not been a single confirmed event of proton decay. Modern physics has spent 50 years building a massive, intricate theoretical ladder of declared math, but without a hard measurement to anchor it, there is no evidence a roof actually exists at the top. Krieger takes this professional diagnostic lens and applies it to his own work, aiming it directly at our modern understanding of cosmology. He targets the largest declared assumption in modern astrophysics today, the dark sector, which includes the unobserved concepts of dark matter and dark energy. This diagram represents Krieger's model. He deletes the massive block representing the dark sector entirely. In place, he substitutes a gravitating quantum vacuum, a model that relies only on existing forces, requiring absolutely zero new hypothetical physics. He anchors this model strictly to measured reality. He uses known coupling dynamics from quantum chromodynamics, the established rules governing how particles interact inside a nucleus. This leads to a provocative philosophy. Krieger suggests that mathematical unification is a property of human descriptions. It is not a mandated fact about the physical world. Forces like gravity might not need to be mathematically unified with the others at all. Gravity could simply be an emergent statistical property of the vacuum itself, appearing only when we measure at large scales. To solve the greatest mysteries of the universe, science doesn't always need a more beautiful equation. Sometimes, the most rigorous act is to take away the latter, delete the fictions, and see what is actually left standing.